Imagine there's like a little metal washer right here, and the club just goes. See how it never had any drop to it?
Right.
That was the visual that I always had, being direct to the golf ball. Taking the back of the left hand, putting it underneath your left arm, and just feeling like this initiates the turn, and I feel it from here. Imagine there was one muscle from your pinky all the way through your forearm, through your tricep, through your lat, through your oblique. Get that to be as stretched out as it possibly can. And he goes, think about what happens when it stretches. It then shortens, and there's speed. When he says it,
that's a good thin swing.
Okay, this is great. Come on over. That's a good swing, Gene. We only have one thing I'm going to talk about today, though, and it's hand path. Hand path in the backswing.
Oh, that's always been
your move. It's always been your thing.
Yep.
We need to just and it doesn't have to change a lot. It just a little, okay?
Yep.
We wonder why. Why do we need to go this way? Well, why does Jim Furyk need to go that way? Well, he's out here.
Right.
So he needs to go over here. Okay, so I want our viewer to see this as well.
Yep.
When you look at Adam Scott here, great example, you're going to see until pocket high what we call is the set position.
Yep.
Those hands come straight back.
Yep.
Okay, now from here, his hands are going to move in the direction of his shoulder turn. And that's up that imaginary escalator.
Yep.
That then gets the lead arm to be matching the shoulder plane. So 2 checkpoints I have for the perfect hand path in the swing. To pocket high, hands going straight back. To the top, does the lead arm match that shoulder plane? And anybody who's watched our channel has seen this numerous times, why the hands need to follow the direction of the body's turn. Okay, if we're here and they're here, that matches my spine angle that I can then just unwind from, right?
Yep.
Okay, so without manipulating anything.
Exactly.
Well, if we watch this here, right, at this point, let's be honest, if the hands were just here, we'd be better off.
Yep.
At the top, if they didn't just lift up,
Yep.
okay, and we had this arm a little more over here, and the hands over here, we now wouldn't have to find the need to drop
recreate
it.
that.
Because the one thing for you is the club does drop under that forearm. I wouldn't be nearly as worried about that if the club were still up on the forearm, as you're going to see right here with Adam Scott. The club just crawls down this arm right here, and then just goes right through the impact. What I want your downswing to be, Gene, by the end of the day, I want you to have a more direct path to the golf ball. I just call it being more direct to the ball. Now, how we're going to do that, I just think you need to be much more thoughtful of your lead shoulder initiating your swing. All I see is face-on view, arms starting without shoulder, and that's what moves them independently of the body. I want to see a bigger turn, less arm swing. And all I would tell you, you're looking for a feel.
Right.
The drill of taking the back of the left hand, putting it underneath your left arm, and just feeling like this initiates the turn, and I feel it from here. If we can get left shoulder under and past your chin, and it's the driving force to your hands moving, we're going to be able to take that hand path from here, get it a little bit more underneath Hogan's glass tabletop, and what's going to be great is when your mind feels the hands a little bit deeper for you, you're going to go, oh wait, now I can charge it, as opposed to having to drop it away from you. Because what happens is, as you know, it gets vertical, this has to drop it back to get it this way. Here we are at 67 years old. We're not getting any younger.
No?
I don't doubt you. You could be getting stronger, though. But I will say this. The rotation will give you distance as you go on also. And I would just say if we can get a little bit more versus, just... That's all it is. Lead shoulder's going to move hands back there. We're going to go from here to hopefully right in here. Now that you're going to be more in a position that where you don't have to drop it, just try to swing a little bit more in this direction over here. Remember Tiger's old practice swing for a while there? Kind of go left across his body. And see, here's the real thing. If I go ahead and set up again, here's the shoulder plane. So if your hands could just be, yes. And try to feel like you exit more to the left, like you're hitting a cut. Oh, okay, listen. That to me was my favorite shot of the day so far. And here's the thing, I'm not trying to, Gene's, you guys, you gotta understand, Gene just went out and shot a 66, and I kid you not, he shot a 66. He can play under par golf. I'm not sitting here trying to make Gene hit a cut. I'm just trying to neutralize what is maybe overdone at times.
Right.
And when the flaw happens...
And it's only been a 42-year flaw.
Show me a great rehearsal. Feel like you're swinging underneath your right shoulder here. There it is right there. And then right around the left side. Yes, exactly. And I want you to try to, just for me, for one, try to hit a cut, Gene.
Okay.
Try to hit a cut.
If I hit the ball straight, most people go, that was a wicked slice.
That was a big cut for Gene. I love it. I love it. And guys, here's the thing. What I want our viewer to know, those last 2 shots, they just did one thing different than the first 3. They started a little bit more on line.
Yep.
And they just held their line. They were 1 to 3 yard draws. They weren't the 10 to 12 yard across the green draw. Like those would hit, they wouldn't then land and then spin another 10 feet left.
Right.
Those were gonna hit and stop and be within, 5-6 feet of where they landed. So my thing is, I think a great drill for you as well for impact, just getting the golf club set, Gene, right here, halfway back, all left shoulder, ready? Left shoulder. And then see what I did there?
Yep.
I just hit like I tried to hit a little cut. Look how frozen that ball flight was though. And that was me feeling like I went from here and really exited this way. And all that does when I do that, watch this. There's that swing in the handle, right?
Yep.
There's the club face being stable and getting rid of all that drop and face rotation. Your rehearsal is just, here's my right shoulder.
Yep.
I'm gonna swing under my right shoulder and I'm just gonna feel like I go around my left side. And like the perfect visual is, my dad used to talk about this. Imagine there's like a little metal washer right here. And the club just goes. See how it never had any drop to it?
Right.
That was the visual that I always had, being direct to the golf ball. Oh yeah.
I didn't think fade though.
Yeah, you know what's funny though? Great backswing though. The shoulder though, getting much more underneath your chin than it was before.
And again, that's something I struggle with because again, I'm usually just trying to get my arms loose, and I usually about the second hole I go, stupid. Why not get your shoulder engaged?
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you guys are looking for easy yards, you have to take a page from Gene's book here. You need to not only get your clubs fit, get your left shoulder involved. I was talking about easy yards, guys. Build up like you got bow. Think about archery, a bow and arrow being pulled back to maximum tension. That is this. Now, I love the way Todd just said this. Todd came out here and he goes, Adam, imagine there was one muscle from your pinky all the way through your forearm, through your tricep, through your lat, through your oblique. And he goes, your job at the top is to, if that was like an elastic band, get that to be as stretched out as it possibly can. And he goes, think about what happens when it stretches. It then shortens in their speed.
Yep.
Right? I love the way he explained that. And that's the feeling right there of when that left shoulder turns back from having the right setup. You're now turning around those fixed points and really stretching that out. That's what creates what I call the necessary tension at the top. Why did I have Gene flex his knees a little bit? Well, that engages that pressure into the ground that when he then makes that turn, he now can feel that pressure in his feet a little bit more too. The combination of that big turn and a little added pressure in the ground, get a little more explosive through impact.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh man, see the contact though, guys? Give me the biggest fade you ever hit in your life here.
Okay. That would be 3 to 5 yards.
And you know what's funny, guys? That ball literally went up and had a 1 yard draw, and it was, what we would consider the best ball flight of all of them because it stayed in the air longer. The spin rate was perfect. And just go to Club Fitting Chronicles. Gene, what's an easy way for them to find you on this podcast?
It's everywhere.
Right? Everywhere.
YouTube.
I want my viewers to really tap into what Gene's doing and look into it because once again, my goal, his goal, we are here to make you better. And we are we're diehard about it.
Yep.
We love the sport and we want you playing your best.
Love getting questions. I'm the only one who sees them.
Okay.
And I'm the one who answers them. And we're always looking for, hey, what is it that you'd like to know?
At Forzak Golf, we take a lot of pride in having developed some of the best and most consistent golf swings on the planet. We do this through simplicity. Our Full Swing Masterclass will take you on a step-by-step, easy-to-understand process on how to get your golf swing better than ever. Join the many before you who've utilized our Full Swing Masterclass to take their games to the next level and beyond.